greatest battle you will ever fight is the one that takes place within your own mind. This truth, though simple, is often overlooked. Yet every man who has ever achieved greatness, every woman who has defied the odds, first conquered their inner world long before victory arrived in the outer one. You see, your mind is not simply a tool, it is the master key. It is the source from which all progress, all wealth, all happiness flow. Or, when neglected, it becomes the source of failure, frustration, and stagnation. I would like you to imagine for a moment that your mind is a garden. It will grow something. Whether that something is beautiful flowers or choking weeds depends entirely on the seeds you plant. Thoughts are the seeds. Every day you are planting, whether you realize it or not. Some plant seeds of doubt, worry, anger, and fear. Others plant seeds of belief, determination, courage, and faith. But here is the truth the majority never stop to realize. Whatever you plant, the soil does not judge. It simply returns in abundance whatever you chose to sow. This is why training your mind is the greatest and most urgent responsibility you will ever undertake. For if your thoughts remain random, reactive, and undisciplined, your life will reflect chaos. If they become intentional, focused, and powerful, your life will reflect mastery. It cannot be otherwise. Now, I want to make something very clear. Training your mind does not mean forcing yourself to be positive in every waking moment. No, life is not so rigid. You will feel doubt, you will face setbacks, but training your mind means teaching yourself what to do in those moments. It means programming your thoughts to respond with purpose, rather than surrendering to whatever fleeting emotion presents itself. It means developing the habit of thinking constructively, especially when things get difficult. The first step to this is awareness. You cannot change what you do not notice. Most people live their lives unaware of the constant chatter taking place in their minds. They allow old fears, unconscious beliefs, and limiting assumptions to dictate their path. They are, in effect, being led, not leading. But you, if you are to achieve anything of substance, must become the master of this inner dialogue. You must observe your thoughts with clarity and ask, does this thought serve my highest vision, or does it pull me away from it? Once awareness is established, the second step is choice. Too often people assume that thoughts simply happen. This is false. You may not control the first thought that appears, but you always control the second. You control whether you dwell upon a thought or release it. You control whether you reinforce fear or affirm strength. Each time you choose wisely, you are training your mind. Each time you redirect negativity and replace it with conviction, you are laying the foundation of a mind built for achievement. Understand this well. Achievement does not come from the loud moments of life. It is not born when the crowd is watching. No, it is forged quietly, in solitude, when no one sees you wrestling with your own doubts and choosing again and again to think as the person you aspire to become. This is the essence of mental training. And so, the question arises, how often should you train? The answer, of course, is daily. Just as you would never expect your body to remain strong if you exercised only once a year, neither should you expect your mind to remain sharp without regular attention. Spend time each morning setting the tone of your thinking. Reflect upon your goals. Affirm your ability to reach them. Visualize the steps you will take. Direct your thoughts toward possibility, toward growth, toward the person you are becoming. This is not fantasy, this is the discipline of mental mastery. When practiced consistently, you will begin to notice subtle shifts. You will respond to challenges more calmly. You will persist where before you might have quit. You will see opportunities where once you saw only obstacles. Bit by bit, the outer world will begin to mirror the power you have cultivated within. Remember this simple but profound law: as within, so without. To train your mind, then, is not merely an exercise in self-improvement. It is the prerequisite to shaping the life you desire. Everything flows from thought. Every invention, every fortune, every masterpiece began as an idea held firmly in the mind of its creator. You, too, are a creator, and what you create begins and ends with the thoughts you allow to dominate your mind. If the mind is the master key, then belief is the hand that turns it. Without belief, thought remains weak and passive. But when fueled by conviction, thought becomes irresistible. You must understand, no achievement, large or small, can exist apart from belief. It is belief that transforms effort into destiny. When you believe you are capable, you act in accordance with that belief. You take risks, pierces longer. You endure the trials that inevitably arise on the path to anything worthwhile. Too many approach life timidly, hesitant to stake their claim. Why? Because deep within they do not believe they deserve success. They have been conditioned, often since childhood, to play small, to expect little, to view ambition as dangerous. But you must reject this conditioning. You were not born with limitations, you inherited them, and what is inherited can be discarded. You must choose new beliefs. You must declare, to yourself and the world, I am capable, I am worthy, I am becoming. This is not arrogance, this is alignment. For what you believe, you will prove true, whether for good or ill. If you believe you are destined to fail, your actions will subtly, unconsciously, ensure that outcome.